Down in the front here we have the old dairy, and
like
now we've got the enormous one.
Even, I suppose 70 years ago.
Yeah.
Like in all
the little shack.
Yeah.
Just show you, they all wear a collar, okay? That's the basic. If they don't wear one of them, it won't milk them. It has a transponder with the number on. So that's what the robot reads, and we know her is 19. That's just a weight to hold it down, that's all. So every time she comes in, I'll pass it Rennie. So every time they come into the robot, it will record what time of the day she came in, and it records how many litres of milk she gives. They're allowed in 4 times a day. Every 6 hours. If they want to, they can actually come in 4 times a day. What do you reckon cows come in for, to get milked or food? Food. Food. Definitely food. Milking is a byproduct of the food, okay? If we didn't feed them in the robots, they wouldn't come in to get milked, basically. Cows are creatures of habit. They love routine, but in this system they can get out of routine and come in basically when they want to.
Okay.
A lot of our cows come in at midnight, 1, 2, 3 in the morning.
Are you joking?
No, they're night owls, these guys. At least time they come in is between 4 and 6, and that's the time when everyone milks their cows normally.
And that's amazing then, isn't it?
Yep, and that's the time now we have because we have a graph with how many cows visit each hour on which robot. So we know exactly how busy they are. And the least is between. But the more you drain an udder, the more it produces milk. And also there's less stress on the udder because if they're not full, you won't see our cows really full with milk because they're coming in more regularly, and therefore their udder health is a lot better because they're not having heaps of milk and heaps of pressure on their udder.
So
udder health is better and their mastitis levels are better.
Yeah, I was just going to say, what sort of udder problems would they possibly develop?
Mastitis is probably the worst problem in a dairy industry. Do you know what mastitis is? It's an infection of the udder. Any mammal can get it. People can get it after they have babies, dogs, cats. Any mammal that produces milk can get mastitis. And what it is, it's just a bacteria infection in the mammary gland, and it causes a lot of swelling. The milk goes. Some cows, it doesn't affect very much. Other cows would go really, really sick, and we have to give them antibiotics to make them better. And their milk production can go from like 40 litres down to producing about 2 litres a day. So it really, really can have a dramatic effect. And it affects the quality of milk, so we can't sell that milk if they've got mastitis. And when we treat an animal with antibiotics for mastitis, we can't sell that milk. Because obviously if they package that milk and someone drinks it and they're allergic to penicillin, you have all sorts of problems. Also, if you want to ever make cheese or yogurt or anything, you can't do it because antibiotics kill you. We're allowed in around 6 hours, give or take a little bit. She's producing 29 litres for the day, and she should get about 6.9 litres in this milk. So for her to come in there, she probably comes in about 3.5 times a day, this one. Our top cows do about 45 litres a day. Our bottom cows probably do about 12. And these are the ones that are ready to be dried off, ready to have a little holiday before they recalve. And then we have all in between. We're averaging about 27 litres per cow per day across 140 cows. So you can see she's quite a free milker. It's flowing really well. The light when they're free flowers means they get milked and then they're out of the robot quicker, so you get another cow in quicker. There's a Holstein or a Friesian that you can see, that tall white one. Yeah. She's doing about 35 litres a day, that one. What's that?
Well, you can see the veins.
feed our cows. This is corn silage. This is just corn that we grow and we cut it by our big harvester. Chops it up, the whole plant. We chop it from about that high. The whole plant's chopped up. Then we put it, if you look back there, you can see those big piles with plastic. It's only a poo, it's natural. You can see that plastic with the tyres. That's where our corn silage is stored, okay? So every morning they get corn silage. Of a night time we cut the green grass. At the moment we've got ryegrass out the back. Because we have our contracting business, we do a lot of rural, we do a lot of planting, ploughing, harvesting, making silage for other farmers. So we cut our ryegrass and we feed our fresh ryegrass during the day, during the night on the feed pad. Yep.
What do you use to clean the feed pad?
Oh my god, now that one's
we have a
starting.
scraper. We scrape that every morning down to the end. We put that into our big poo spreader or shit spreader and we put it back on our paddocks. Where they're standing up the front, we hose that morning and night with REMS water, which is water from the sewage treatment plant, and we put that back on our paddocks with our little trailer. So everything the cows give us, we put back on the paddocks. We grow everything for the cows, apart from the pellets. Hey, gorgeous. This is Isabella.
Hello,
This is a
Isabella.
brown Swiss. Everything we feed the cows, we grow ourselves, apart from the pellets, and that's what we buy in. And she's a sweet. Hello, you're a sweet.
She's dribbling on your nose.
It's alright, I always get dirty. She is. You are beautiful. She likes you. Yeah.
No, I never would have guessed.
We rear them up, so we're nice to them, so they're nice back. If you're nice to an animal, they'll be nice back to you.
I'll be on there.
What else is there you want to know? What else are you talking about?
That was great that everything gets recycled.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
If you buy feed in, it's heaps cheaper than if you have to. I mean, if you make the feed, it's heaps cheaper than buying it in. All right. So we see they got a big mouth and they haven't got top teeth. Okay, so I can put my hand in there. I can actually put it in there and she won't bite you, okay, because they have no top teeth. They have what we call a dental pad. You can see there. They never grow teeth up the top. And that's how they eat. See how she's wrapping her tongue around my hand? That's how they eat. They go around, pull the grass out. She loves me. She does. They pull the grass out and then they chew it up. Yeah, what's up?
I want to be on the camera. I want to be famous.
They're fashionistas.
So they only get the pellets when they come
They only get the pellets in the robots, okay? Otherwise, and that's the incentive to come in, that's a chocolate. This is the bread, all right? Every morning we scrape the whole feed pad out and we put the fresh feed down. And then we put the grass on top and again we just scrape it out. All the excess feed from the feed pad we feed to our younger stock.
Okay.
So nothing's wasted, it goes back to them.
She tries to eat your...
She's like, sweetie, isn't she?
What else do you guys need to know about?
We might go
Go and see the potties? Yeah. Okay, we'll go and quickly see that.
show people, otherwise you would just hug around.
Pretty well.
What do they have? High milk fat.
Pretty similar collations to the Holstein.
Oh, wow.
A little bit less than the Holstein.
They're
the most common breed.
and they pump out the most. So what are they?
So good for protein.
No. So they're 3 point something for their protein, are they?
Yeah, that'd be about 3.3, 3.4. Yeah, and probably about 4.1. Yeah. So they're heaps better fat and protein. This is the one to your right is a Wagyu cross. It's a beef cross. We rear up the Wagyus to eat ourselves or to sell to other people for meat. Really, really tasty.
They come into my house. I won't eat them. I'm a vegetarian.
They're little Holsteins or Friesians, the black and white ones. You would see them. Probably 80% of Australia's dairy herd are Holsteins. Give heaps of volume of milk, not great in fat. One of them's what? Sorry.
Oh.
Come on, sweetie. Come on.
How old is she?
She's about a week old, this one. Stand up. What are you doing? Here you go. Put your fingers. There you go. There you go. She's actually had the, I don't know if about scours. Have you heard about, scours or runs? Yeah. She's had that really bad and she's just got over it now. So she's heaps better. You want a patter? Oh, you guys have calves anyway, don't you?
We had calves for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
The cows create careers. We've got a cow, but
You might as well do the most modern way.
But when you look at headers or anything like that you pay, you know, you're paying so much money for as well to get your produce off at the end. It's exactly the same concept, isn't it? You actually use them all year round instead of every.
Well, yeah, that's right. They're used daily, but because labour is such an issue in the dairy industry, you know, who wants to go up at 4:30 and milk cows? Not many.
Especially not if they're milking the worst.
Yeah, exactly. That's why the robots. That's why we put them in. I do have a girl that comes and helps me. But she starts at 6. I start at 6. She's with calves and washing up and doing
6 is a much more reasonable hour.
6 is a normal hour.
You don't want to.
My bag is in this Palgrave's car. I'm not going to run into a car so I can run back to the bus.
Vegan, there's a guy vegan that's put 6.
Hey Maxie, look at the camera.
Yeah.
Look, Maxie.
Kiss.
That's good,
You're not allowed to say, they're in the low hundreds, okay?
On behalf of the Archibull team, we would like to thank you for inviting us to your farm.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming.
For me.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, Andrew. It was really, really enlightening.
You're welcome. And I hope you learned something.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, you learned heaps.
Yes.
We'll send you a picture of our artwork when we're finished. I'm sure we'll incorporate something
Oh,
robotic
so
dairy in
do you
it.
mind that you'll be part of that on our blog?
that's fine.
Is that fine?
We have the cow.
What's that?
The one that
Can we have the cow? Who's putting the cow with us on the farm?